Playful, intelligent, loving, friendly, these are all words we think of when we think of dolphins. Dolphins are some of the smartest mammals swimming in the ocean. What I'm going to talk about today is something going on off the coast of Taiji, Japan, and I'm going to tell you about what's going on, the history, and where you can get more information. First of all, you should know that dolphins are very social creatures. They don't like to abandon their family members. They also, if one is injured, they won't leave them, they will stay there. The Japanese are using this against the dolphins by, well, first of all, there's a slaughter going on 6 months of the year, every year. What they do is they go out on little boats, they make clamoring sounds, which confuse the dolphin's sonar. So dolphins get confused, they're all together, and then they take nets, they surround the dolphins, and they bring them in between two big mountains, which they're calling the cove. And then they proceed to slaughter them with stabbing or spears, taking them out by their tails, putting them on the platforms and murdering them. And the dolphins take an average of 6 minutes to die when they're suffering. And don't forget, these are very intelligent animals. This is a picture of the cove after a slaughtering. Now this is ocean water, which has a current, and look how red it is. That's so many thousands and thousands of dolphins are murdered in these waters. Here's another picture of the cove. And what the Japanese do is they're placing canopies so that the media can't see and can't get pictures. They place barbed wire along trees so that photographers can't climb the trees and take pictures. They're also putting signs saying keep out, saying mudslide when there's no mudslides, and no trespassing. And they do this until the water clears and then there's no evidence. Okay. I have a video. It's a little disturbing. How come it's not showing up on the... It's too long. There's a little menu it's supposed to come up with. What's this one?
What are you trying to do?
I want to play the whole video.
Okay.
So they're supposed to be, when I hit menu here, oh, here it is. It's not playing.
Every winter, between the months of October through March, thousands of dolphins are confined and brutally killed in small towns across Japan. Sounding rods beneath the water's surface interfere with the dolphin sonar. Once disoriented and enclosed within the nets, the dolphins panic. Fishermen often injure a few captive dolphins with a spear thrust or knife slash, since dolphins never abandon wounded family members. Mothers and babies call out in distress as they are separated, hoisted up and dragged off, soon to be mercilessly hacked to death. These are benign and innocent beings, and they deserve better.
I'm going to take that down. Okay. Surely that's very disturbing. You want to know why they're doing this. It initially started because they needed food. But then they learned that dolphin meat is full of mercury, and people were getting something called Minamata disease, which is basically mercury poisoning. People were dying. But the Japanese aren't stopping because they consider this a tradition, and they think of themselves as great whalers and fishermen. And they actually resent that we're protesting and things. Here's a quote by Richard O'Barry, which basically sums it up. He says, "The truth is Japan is a wealthy country and they don't need to eat dolphin meat. The real reason for this slaughter is that they are overfishing and want to kill the competition for fish. It is pest control. That's what they told me in a closed meeting. That's unacceptable. These animals are not owned by Japan. They don't have Japanese passports. They belong to the world." I also did an interview, and I asked if my interviewee considered stabbing and spearing to death a humane form of killing an animal. And they said no, that a humane form of killing would bring instant death, whereas obviously in the video, this animal is suffering and it's being stabbed repeatedly. I also have, can't do the video. Okay, and coming this summer, there's going to be a film called The Rising, which will go more in depth on this, and here's some websites where you can get more information if you're interested.